Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Itty Bitty Storytime. My name is Miss Deanna, and I have an announcement before we start. Itty Bitty Storytime will be changing formats. So instead of one long story time, I will be uploading videos every week. And the videos will contain either a song, a book, or an early literacy tip. So please keep an eye on that in January. And without further ado, we are going to jump right in. And as always, if you have any questions, please email the Youth Services Department at youthservices@rosellepld.org. We'll answer any questions you have. So if you're very curious about Itty Bitty changing, please reach out there. All right. So we have a new book to read this week, and we are going to go over the songs that we've been doing, but we do have a new version of our last song that I'm very excited to share with all of you. So let's jump in. Our first song is Hi, Hello, and How Are You? So here we go. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? A great wake-up song, hopefully very comforting, and overall, very, very fun and engaging for baby. Our next song is Wiggle Waggle Went the Bear. So this is a little bit of a tickle song, which is always really fun. And we're just going to do some bouncing, some pulling out, pulling in, and tickling. Wiggle waggle went the bear, catching bees in his underwear. One bee out, one bee in, one bee bit him on his big bear skin. So a really fun way to do this song too is if you do a tickle on the tummy, you can do a tickle on the arm, on the neck, just anywhere that you feel would be really fun. So it would be a great idea to just repeat this song with different tickles at the end. It's just a really fun way to kind of bring in some unpredictability, kind of make baby laugh. So really good, fun song. Okay, here's one of my favorites next. It's called A Fly Is on My Nose. So today we're going to do nose and then we're going to do tummy. So again, it's a very basic song, so you can just do some bouncing and pointing to the body part that we're singing about, and we're going to blow the fly away at the end. So a really great way to do this song is possibly while changing. You can do some, tummy like blows or tickles, hopefully as a little bit of a distraction. You could always try that out and see if it works. But we're going to do 2 rounds of this song. The first is going to be A Fly Is on My Nose, and the second one will be A Fly Is on My Tummy. So here we go. A fly is on my nose, a fly is on my nose. Hi ho, just watch me blow, a fly is on my nose. Perfect. Now we're going to do tummy. A fly is on my tummy, a fly is on my tummy. Hi ho, just watch me blow, a fly is on my tummy. So again, as I've mentioned, you can use hands, toes, ears, whatever body part you want to incorporate in this song will be perfectly fine. And it's just a really great one to pull out at any point in the day, whether baby is in your arms or laying down or any kind of location. So it's just a really fun one. And it's a good one too, because you can also use it as baby ages. It can get more interactive. All right, we have Horsey, Horsey, Don't You Stop. So we've got a bounce in here. We have a lean, a circle, and just some more bouncing. So I did mention last week that You can circle you can actually turn around if you're standing, but we're just going to keep sitting today and try it like that. So here we go. Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity clop. Your tail goes swish, and the wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. So another reason why I like this song, and I've mentioned it before, is because of the variety of movements. Baby's really young at this point, and so, we're usually doing more of the same kinds of movements, which is perfectly fine and exactly what you should be doing and what I should be doing for this. But it is nice to have some bouncing, some leaning, some poking. So another really good one if you're kind of looking for more movement. And now we have our scarf song. It's called Rain is Falling Down. So what you can do for this, I know that we were doing some elevations, and that still works too, but you could do this movement instead, which is where you kind of bring the scarf up and just dangle. So rain is falling down, and then the splash, or you can just drop the scarf, whichever movement you want. And then for sun is peeking out, we'll still do the peek and reveal. But always a good reminder, you can just do peek and reveal. You don't need a scarf for this song. But we'll try it. Rain is falling down, splash. Rain is falling down, splash. Pitter patter, rain is falling down, splash. Here we go. Sun is peeking out, peek. Sun is peeking out, peek. Peeking here, peeking there, sun is peeking out, peek. So a lot of different movements can be done with this song. A lot of different objects can even be used. It's just a good one if you kind of really like playing peekaboo, which we'll talk a little bit about later, but it's still just one that's very customizable and adjustable and all of that really, really good stuff that we need at this time. Okay, we have our new book this week. Very exciting. It's called Hide and Seek Harry at the Beach. So Harry is right on the cover there. And we're going to try to find him. This is a really great one because you can point out where Harry is on each page. This book is probably one of the possibly like least interactive books that we've had here, but it's still one that fits really well. And it's really good, especially to keep on a bookshelf for later on when baby can start trying to find Harry by themselves, which is really exciting. But it does have some pretty bright colors and some simple sentences, which is what we're always looking for. So here we go. At the beach with Harry. Harry's a hippo. Harry. At the beach with Harry. We play hide and seek. Harry is playing hide and seek. And what you can do too is hide and seek. You can do more cover and reveals. While Harry goes to hide, we promise not to peek. We've got Harry here. So pointing at objects, always a good idea. Saying what they are, umbrella, sand, things like that. You might think that it's not doing much, but it really is. Reading aloud is so beneficial. and is really just going to help with baby absorbing the sounds and later on as they age the words. Is he on the sand dunes? There's Harry. The sand dunes. Is he in the sea? Harry's in the sea. Where, oh, where can Harry be? Harry has a very colorful blanket. Is he by the castle? There's Harry. Is he on the shore? Starfish there. A boat in the back. When we find him, there's Harry. We cheer. Let's play some more. So they're going to play the game all over again. So again, this book is just really good in terms of coloring, pointing, and as baby ages, they will be able to play the game that's going on in the book of trying to find Harry. But there were some opportunities in here, I believe, with the ocean page. You can choose a fish and say, glub, 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 and make some fish noises. You can make some bird noises. So there are some opportunities to make it a little more interactive, but this kind of book has very simple sentences, which is always great. It's not too overloaded like some board books are. And you're still able to have a really engaging story and point and make baby as engaged as possible. So that is our book of the week. And now we have our next song, When Cows Get Up in the Morning. We are going to do one round of cows and we're going to incorporate pigs. So we are going to just do some bouncing. And when we say, and what do they say? Moo, we can do some tickles, which will be really fun. So let's start. When cows get up in the morning, they always say hello. When cows get up in the morning, they always say hello. And what do they say? Moo. And that is what they say. So now we're going to do pigs. All right, here we go. When pigs get up in the morning, they always say hello. When pigs get up in the morning, they always say hello. And what do they say? Oink, 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 oink. And that is what they say. The awesome part about this song is you can just keep going with different animal noises, dogs, cats, fish, whatever, sheep, whatever kind of animal you can think of. And it can just end up being a longer song than the length of what we're doing now, which is also really fun. It's pretty catchy as well, so you might find yourself singing it when you're not interacting with baby. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 babies on my knee. This one is just a bounce, really, and at the end we can do a lift, a lean back, a tilt, a squeeze. The end is pretty much up to you in terms of how you want to conclude the song. I believe I've done a lift for this song before, so I think for this one I'll do a squeeze. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, baby's on my knee. Rooster crows and away baby goes. Woo! So this song, I believe I've mentioned this before, is something that you can do as baby ages and kind of has more of a solid structure to sit. And so you can actually bounce baby on your knee, which is really fun. And so that's something to keep in mind too. As baby is aging, as everything is progressing, you can still do the song with your knee instead of some arm bouncing. but it's still a really fun one to do. And the fact that you can change up the movement at the end really helps make the song interactive and more tailored to your baby and your experience. Okay, we have our next song, which is our scarf song. And we have Rain on the Grass. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll run through this once with the scarf, and then we'll run through it once without a scarf, just to discuss the different ways that you can do that. So first, let's start with our scarf. So we are going to do some bouncing, and this song also had some elevation opportunities. And so for this one, I think I'm just going to dangle the scarf on the top and then let it drop. So here we go. Rain on the grass, rain on the trees, rain on the roof, but not on me. And I believe earlier I mentioned that the previous scarf song had some elevation too. And I know that we haven't practiced it that way, but it's just another opportunity for you to kind of play around with the scarf songs. It doesn't really need to be strict in terms of movements. That's always been the case. So if you want to do an elevation with the other scarf song, go ahead. When we say, rain is falling down, you could do rain is falling down, splash. And for this one, rain on the grass, you can do it higher up if you want some contrast there. But either way, whatever kind of movement you decide will work. And it's just, again, a way to keep baby engaged and hopefully start that movement to gripping and feeling different textures and all of that really great stuff. So we're going to try this song without a scarf. And what you can do is you can tickle up the arm. You can just crawl up the arm. Rain on the grass, rain on the trees, rain on the roof, but not on me. And you can just make it into a finger play or tickle. So that's what we're going to do for this round. Rain on the grass, rain on the trees, rain on the roof, but not on me. So there you go. You can improvise, you can change it up, you can make it whatever you want. I'm providing a base, but it is 100% up to you in terms of how you want to actually perform it. Okay, everyone, we are now at Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. So for the blast off, I believe I'm going to do a lean, but please feel free to do a tickle, a lean back, a squeeze. If you're standing even, you can do a little rocking, whichever one fits. So here we go. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb on board my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! So I have mentioned this in the past, but when we are counting down, you can do it on the tummy. That's always an option. But it's really fun. And this is one of those songs, like I've mentioned before, where you can repeat it with different blast offs. That's something that baby will probably end up doing as they age and as they do this song when they're older. So that's also really fun. And it's another way to kind of keep the song interesting for yourself as well, if you are repeating it multiple times. Okay, we have come to our goodbye song, and this is the new variation that we're going to do. It is Je t'aime. So we will be attempting this in French, well, some in French. This is not a full song that's in another language, but I always encourage you to do that. And here we go. Je t'aime, All day long I'll sing this little song to you. Je t'aime, darling, I love you. So we did not get to do this song for 2 weeks in a row, but that's okay. We have it here, and it's just another variation that you can try. And overall, it's just a really sweet song. It would maybe even be a good one before nap. And as you know, baby ages and gets older, it's still one that, in my opinion, you can pull out. It's very calming, and yeah, I'm just glad that I got to share it with you all. And finally, I do have an early literacy tip to send us off, and it's something that we have talked about today, which is peekaboo. So my whole early literacy tip is about peekaboo on the go. So a great way to make baby aware of their bodies is playing peekaboo. So again, you can do this at home, in the store, in your car, wherever you are more than capable to do the peek and reveal. And what this does is it increases their body awareness, it opens up their curiosity, and also jumpstarts their humor. So you might find baby laughing when you reveal. It's getting those giggles going, which is slowly building their humor as they get older. So the other great thing about peekaboo is, as we've done here, you can do it with objects if you would like. And that could be anything around the house. So you're probably already doing this, maybe with baby's bib or things along, anything along those lines, which is perfect. And that's exactly right. And keep going, keep having fun with peekaboo, and have some happy peeking. So thank you so much for joining me today for Itty Bitty Storytime, and I will see you in January with some videos. Take care, everyone. Bye.